We're doing our first 2026 NFL mock draft, getting ready for draft season, getting our feet wet with the flow of the draft, getting a good feel of the position pools as we get ready for draft season. Before we begin, though, you need to click that subscribe button right now because we're getting you ready for your Dynasty rookie drafts. We're looking at these player pools. We're looking at these guys that can impact your Dynasty rosters. And on top of that, we got you with mock draft coverage. We're also helping you with your fantasy teams right now. Setting lineups, getting guys off the waiver wire, and deep diving trending players. Click that button. Stop missing out. Starting off here with our first mock draft of the season, we are going to get our first pick here with the New York Jets. This is from PFF, so draft orders jacked up as we go down here. It's on them, but we're making our picks. We're starting the draft right now. We know what they're going to do if they're in this spot, and we're probably going to be around here. And it depends on the flavor of the quarterback. We got a lot of season left to play. Mendoza, Moore are my two right now. Simpson's been hot. I'm going to roll Mendoza for them. Cleveland's now on the clock. We know what they want to do here. They want to go quarterback. I think they would go with what I wouldn't want because they keep doing what I don't want. So that's why we're going to go Ty Simpson here. He's been hot. He's been looking good. He's been earning it. Some people have him as the 101. He could be there. Ravens are going to take the value here, and they're going to go with Bain here. They're going to get that edge. They're going to take that value. That's what the Ravens do. Now we're on the clock with the Miami Dolphins. There's a lot of interesting prospects here to look at. Let's scroll down here with the top players. There's a lot of things they can do here. Are they sold on Tua? Are they done with Tua? If they lose this game today, it might be it. It might be it. Or are we going to keep building? Guards too early, linebackers too early, cornerbacks a little bit too early, and you got a Dante Moore looking at you. You got a Dante Moore looking at you. If you think about it in those regards, let's do it. Saints are on the clock. Looking at quarterback, it's thinned out a little bit. Guards too early. Defensive line's a possibility, they're saying. Edge. Downs is there. There's a lot of good possibilities. This team needs a lot of work. This team's need a lot of work right here. I think you're looking at edge there. That's a premium position. Going down, you got Falk. You also got some other edges. That's something to look at. Guards a little way too early here at 5. I think we're going to go with Parker here. We're going to roll with that. Titans are now on the clock. I think offensive line is going to start rating higher. As you see, offensive line's not high up now. When we get deeper in the draft season, it's going to start to rise. I think Cam Ward needs some help. We could go wide receiver here and make it sexy. I think we keep going offensive line. We keep it safe. We keep them upright. Bengals are on the clock right now. Center, guard. Too early right now. We will pound this out when we start doing 7-round mock drafts. Edge is a possibility. Defense is a possibility for this team. And you got Falk right there. We're drafting at 7. You got Woods right there. You got a premium player to look at. You can throw him in. That's a good one to get. You got Downs is falling down the board here, which he shouldn't. So we're thinking about that. A lot to look at. Burrow, though. The insurance policy. And I believe a tackle is going to rise. Let's get the one from Miami here. I've had him higher on my board as I've been watching. The Raiders are on the clock right now. We're going to run and select Peter Woods. I don't think he's going to fall this far, but I've been playing around with quarterbacks too much. Giants are on the clock. They're up the pick. Guard, tackle. That has been an issue with them for a long, long time. That has been an issue with them. I want to patch that up. We're getting Proctor. And it's like this last year where the offensive tackles slid in every mock, but really they'd go up as you get closer to draft season, so why not just be early? Cardinals are on the clock. They were just down Marvin Harrison Jr. They look like they need to add some talent there. Let's keep it in Arizona. Let's go with Tyson. Let's roll with Tyson. Now you're more explosive on offense. Plus, it's a mock draft. We're having some fun. Running back for the Texans. I know you like Chubb, and you know you're holding on to Woody Marks. You got Love right there. You also got Caleb Downs. Texans fans want to go offensive line. They definitely do. They will say that in the comments. Look at the value. You will have other picks. You're right now really high in the draft. You have other players you can look at here. You got Jeremiah Love right there. That could help you out big time. That could be a player to get right now. That could be a huge one. Coming down the board, we got some edge rushers. We got some pass rushers to look at. I think some of these guys are going to climb the board. We just lost some talent at the offensive tackle spot. I think you can wait here. I think offensive tackle is a huge need, though. I think it's a pressing need. Let's go, Dunker. Let's get it. Let's reach. Cowboys are up on the clock. Tackle is thinned out. We got a second pick in the first round. Defensive line. Let's go interior defensive line here. Let's look at that. Banks is right there. That sounds like a Cowboys pick. Doing something like that. I think edge is a strong possibility here, even though they scored well in edge last year. You got Falk, Banks, Bailey. Bailey's been solid. Bailey's been looking good. I don't see them going wide receiver. We also got Jeremiah Love right there. When I'm thinking about everything and what they've done, I'm thinking about this team being flashy. I'm thinking about what's after this running back position, which is fine. Now, Javonte Williams is there, but it's good to have a bridge for your young running back. Bam. Get it done. Missing Zeke. Trying to get that back. Now we're looking at the Carolina Panthers. Wide receiver. We got our boy from USC there. We got Downs. I know we don't really need him. But we got Downs just looking at us. Can we make something happen with him? Let's get him. Let's do it. Downs to the Panthers. That's just the value right now. He's fell too far. It's not like they need him. He fell too far. Like our boy from USC's fallen too far. Edge, I believe there's going to be some talent there for edge for them. If we're looking at that. Interior offensive line, I think running back. Coleman. Price, I like Price. He's been hot. I think they could go running back here in another round. Guards another round. So really, you're looking at the defensive side of the ball. Let's get McCoy. Let's take that value. Washington's on the clock. Guards early. Falk coming right down. He's going to be a commander. Bears are up. Defensive line. I believe there's some value here. Banks is coming down to the Bears. Rams are now on the clock. We're looking at what they need. Offensive tackle, guard. That was a need for them in last year's mocks. That's what PFF was saying. I think we got a hell of a value here. And seeing what we're seeing today, how they got to spread it to their tight ends. And we're taking this value. I don't think he's going to fall this far. I think he could be the first wide receiver selected. Shame on me. I do think he's going to be the first wide receiver selected. I think so. I don't think he's going to fall that far. So next time I do a mock draft, it's got to be different. I don't think he's going to fall that far. I think someone's going to take that talent. I think so. Now you're looking at the Vikings and seeing what they need, seeing what we're looking at here, what's on the board. I think we're good at tight end. Safety's off the board. I don't see Downs falling outside the top 10. You're looking at linebacker. You got Carnell Tate. We got edge there with Bailey. I think he's going to climb. I think Bailey's going to climb the board. Let's get him. Bills are on the clock now. They wanted Bailey. They didn't get him. They're looking at linebacker and edge. And edge was something they were looking at last year in the mocks, for sure. We got Reese. We got Howe. I think we're going to take Reese here and take that value. Running back. They just drafted Harvey. They just got a tight end. Interior offensive line is a little bit early. Let's look at value. Defensive is nasty on this team. You can always use more DBs. I think we are kind of weird at wide receiver right now. That's something we could do. There's Boston. Guy from Tennessee. As we go down here, looking at wide receiver, I feel like there's other names that I like here. Concepcion. Carnell Tate. Carnell Tate to the Broncos. And that hurts the Browns. That hurts the Browns a lot. Because they were trying to get a wide receiver for their new quarterback. And now they're going to have to take what's there. I think Surratt. Surratt's a riser for me. Jacoby Lane. Going down here, just seeing some kind. Eugene Wilson is a guy I've been liking. They got Branch down there. This is shaping out as a very good wide receiver class. Wide receiver's huge. Interior offensive line is a big deal as well. And we're looking at offensive tackle and we're looking at interior offensive line. Both of them are big deals for this team, keeping this quarterback upright. And I think we're going to see some risers. I think tackle is the more premium position here to go after. And that's just what I'm going to do here for the Browns. Rams are back on the clock. Where are we at quarterback? Second pick of the draft. Getting our corner. Lions are up. We're going edge, cornerback. We're getting Terrell here, taking that value. Seattle's up on the clock here. They could go interior. Definitely do that. I think we're in a spot where we're taking value, where the quarterbacks got vaulted up. I think we're in a spot where there's value. Where quarterbacks got vaulted up here, considering it's a deep, tricky quarterback class. We're going Howell right here. Patriots are on. And we went tackle last year. This team's been very tricky. Tackle has went hard off the board in this draft. Let's go with Overton. Chargers are now up. Interior offensive line's huge. They've been hurt on tackle due to injuries. Interior offensive line in my chat has been a question mark. I think this is a good time to reach on the position a little bit. I think that's a smart move for them, considering they're built well at wide receiver, quarterback, running back. I think just really getting talent on the interior is going to be huge for this team. Tackle for the 49ers has been a get for them for a bit now. And looking at the interior as well. 27 is a range where we can start looking at this. And it's kind of a reach. Let's get out of this and start looking at the values here. I think we go and take the value at edge. We got Miller there, Thomas. Looking at some of my dudes down here. We got Styles. Looking for my dudes. I am going to go with height real quick. Interesting spot here for the Eagles, as there's potential they move on from one of those wide receivers. DB, we got Hood right there on the board. I think we're going to roll with that. Cowboys are up. Tackle, defensive line. Looking at this. Bam. Miller, McDonald. There's some value there. Tackle. Offensive tackle has been crushed. We went guard early last year. So that's really going to be hard to do. We went running back early, remember? So let's look at edge. Mason's there, Rhodes there. But we got edge last year in the second round who was projected to be a first rounder that fell to them. Defensive line, Miller, McDonald. Let's get the Buckeye. Steelers are up. They need to do something at quarterback. We're back here. Quarterbacks have been falling. I think they're going to... I see Mateer being a Steeler. I think he's a solid Steeler. I like Mateer. He's been rough the last couple of weeks compared to the hot start he's had. But maybe we fine-tune it out. Bucks are on the clock. We're rolling tight end. I don't look for this to be a Tyler Warren scenario at the tight end spot. I don't look for that to happen. I look for a late first round tight end to come off the board. Colts are up. They can really do whatever they want here. We do have some value at edge and defensive line. It looks like edge and defensive line is going to be nasty. I think Styles is going to be a riser. That's my dude. Styles is my dude. So there we go. Our first mock draft of the 2026 NFL draft season, which I declared starting today, as we are getting the roll into week 7 of the NFL season, as this board will be shaken up. And I have a rough go of this, a rough feel of the player pool, but I feel like I'm starting to get a good feel of the market of players here, of what could come off the board. So one thing I feel is that the quarterback position started off like, hey, it's kind of juicy, kind of not so juicy, kind of deep, kind of struggling, but going to be okay, but a gamble at the top end. I think the wide receiver position stepping up. I think tackle is going to rise, and I think it's going to be higher than what's projected right now. I think edge and defensive line is going to be nasty, and it's going to push down some of the DBs down the board a little bit. I think that's what's going to happen. I think we're going to be very fluid for the top quarterbacks here, and we're going to see trades. That's what I'm feeling. I've been practicing doing the mock drafts and looking at mock drafts. I feel like that's what's going to happen. We're going to get a lot of movement in this year's draft. That is my main analysis. I think the wide receiver spot is going to be nasty. I think we're going to get our good running back, and I think the running back position is going to be all right. I think it will be better than 2024. Not so deep as 2025, but we'll have some good value there. I think offensive linemen will get pushed up. I think the tackle spot will be valued, will be coveted, and I think the edge is going to be a nice value for some teams as the quarterbacks get jockeyed. That's my assessment right now for the 2026 NFL draft when it comes to macro analysis. When it comes to mock drafts, I'm going to keep pumping out more. I'm going to keep doing it. I may look stupid on this one, but each one, we're going to keep looking better. We're going to keep grinding it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to hear about that. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. One, thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.